Hi guys, this is just a video on the go. How are we all doing? If it's your first time here, it is Ball TV. And good to see you and hope to see you again. Alright. Just testing this thing and doing what I'm supposed to do. Hey guys, it is Bold TV. If it's your first time here, good to see you and hope to see you again. Alright, so this is just a video on the go. I'm actually headed to work right now. Anyway, so I'm just gonna give a quick get to know me stories, and I think I've been talking about those series of get to know me series. And if you don't know what they are, you can just go back to my previous videos and you should be able to catch one or two videos in that regards. Okay, so today is just a quick one, which I think is very important. It's actually a hiring season. Most companies just finished hiring for their students, and corporates are actually hiring full-time right now. So just a background why I want to tell you guys the story. It's very important because what to expect sometimes. There are some jobs that you apply for. It's not just like that. You give them your resume, talk about what you're going to bring to the company and whatnot. But sometimes they actually have you do tests, right? All right. So I love tests because I love school, so no big deal. So there was this particular place that I applied for back in the day, and they gave me some tests to do. One thing I suggest is if you have a company and there are procedures that if you are having people to come and you're hiring people and there's going to be some sort of test, it will be really important to, I think, make sure at least have your secretaries or the office assistant or office support to actually know what those questions are. So I had this incident back in the day. I applied for this job, and it had to do with secretariat, admin and whatnot. So I do know shorthand. I know most of the secretariat questions that they will ask and whatnot. But this particular day, I guarantee it was the wrong test. It was the wrong test. It was the wrong test. So I called the office assistant. I'm listening. Anyways, I'm done with most of the human resources stuff, but I think this is the wrong test. I don't think this is the test I'm supposed to do. And she's like, no, that is the test. Everyone is given the same test. No. She brushed it off. I'm like, no, man. You need to read this test. This is not the test. You guys made an error. This is not the test. The test, that was not the test. Trust me, the test had to do with body parts, human anatomy. I know I'm not applying for to work as a nurse or trying to be a doctor or whatnot. With an actual human body parts, skeleton. Well, it made me remember my biology, but I'm like, dude, that is not the test. I said, I know how those tests look like. I know how they are called. If you can just go through the report again, this is not the test. Can I speak to a manager? No, they're in the boardroom right now. There is nothing I can do. All I have to tell you is do what you can, and if there are answers you cannot answer, you can just leave them. So anyways, I'm like, Mom, I'm trying to help you. That is not the test. I kept telling the woman, that is not the test. It was not. So anyways, I insisted. I told her, this is not the test. She insisted that was the test, and I should just do what I can. And she didn't. She had no clue. I told her, okay, I asked her to come and read question 2, just so that I just wanted to see if at least that can jumpstart her brain to know that that is not the right test. No, she had no clue. She had no clue about what the tests are, what they're supposed to be, and any of the questions. Anyways, what am I telling this story? The reason I'm still telling this story is, please just make sure you guys are giving people the correct test. And just make sure your team know what type of test you're giving the new hires. Make the new hires feel welcome so that they will actually be excited to do those tests, to be excited for all the interviews and be excited to join the company. Rather than in my case, I know you did an error, I'm trying to correct you, because you didn't really know what the tests are, you just insisted, I should just do what I can and, brushed it off and all that. Anyways, what did I ended up doing? I did not do the test. I just wrote in the thing respectfully, that's the wrong test, please give me a call back at this number. I will come back happily to do the correct test. And after I left, I was 40 minutes away from the location, and I got a call. Oh, we are so sorry, we gave you the wrong test. Can you please come back and do the test, or we can reschedule? And I told them I'll get back to them. And the reason I told them I'll get back to them is because someone else, I had already did other interviews, and someone else gave me an offer, and I took that job, and I did not come back to them, even though I would have really loved to work with them. But unfortunately, I was working towards timeline. I was moving cities. I was moving from one city to another, and I have to get a job at this particular time, and I have to move my stuff. So due to time, I didn't have time to go back and forth. And to have them now realize that it was the wrong test, and I had to go back, and they wanted me to go back and do the test. Okay. Anyways, guys. So if you go to a job interviews and they give you a test, and you realize that that's not the right test, please tell them that it's not the correct test, and chances are you might be correct, and they will actually give you the correct test. Okay. Anyways, that is it for now, and I'll see you